Now that we have all the external files from EarSketch uploaded into EarSketch, now it's time to actually start coding the song for your final project. And with this part of the project, you really have to think about what you're going to be doing before you actually do it. So with this video, I am going to create a new script, and I'm going to work on the introduction to the song first. So I'm going to click create a new script. You can call it whatever you want to. If you have a name for your song, you can put the title of your song there or whatever you want to call it, and create. So just to help me keep all the different parts of the song together, I'm going to put a hashtag here and put intro. This is going to be my intro. And under artist, I'm going to click on music tech teacher. And to start this off, I want to use some of these sound effects I brought in from Soundtrap.
What we know, give it all.
So I'm going to start off by creating some variables. So I'm going to call this here equals, and I'm going to click on the clipboard, and that's one of the sounds I uploaded from Soundtrap. And I'm going to call this one watch equals, and I'm going to click on that clipboard, and I'm going to do this equals, and that's there. Now I'm going to do some things with some of the rhythms with this. So I'm going to call this here one equals, and I'm going to create some beat strings. Now before, we've used just zeros and dashes, but because these samples are a little longer, instead of dashes, I'm going to use some plus signs so it doesn't chop it up too much. So I'm going to do 0, and then instead of a dash, I'm going to put plus signs. And that should be 16. And then I'm going to do watch 1 equals. And for this, I'm going to do, don't forget my quotation marks. And that should be 16. And add my quotation marks here. Actually, well, I'll get it right here in a second. Okay, I think that's right. Then to get all this working, I'm going to use a make beat. And I'm going to use here, that's my variable for the sample, comma. I'm going to put this on track 1, comma, and then I'm going to put measure +1, comma, and then here 1. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to create a code loop. So if you remember, for measure in range parentheses, and I'm going to run this for 8 bars, semicolon, and then I am going to make sure I have to tab that over. And for the next one, I'm going to do another for measure in range, but I'm going to do this a little differently. So I'm going to start this at bar 2. I'm going to end it at bar 9, and I'm going to have this repeat every 2 bars. And here I'm going to add my make beat. This is going to be watch. I'm going to put this on track 2, and I'm going to get measure. Let me check real quick to make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, I think that's going to be right. I'm just going to put measure here, and then I'll do watch 1. So now I'm going to just see if this is working like I expected to. So I'm going to click run, and let's see what this sounds like.
Watch me know, 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 watch me know.
All right, it's kind of cool. I like it. And then I'm going to come down and do another 4 measure in range. And this one I'm going to start at bar 3, end it at bar 9, and I'm going to have this repeat every measure. Let's see if that'll work. So I'll do make beat, parentheses, this is going to be my put this on track 3, put in my measure. All right, and let's run this and see what it sounds like.
Watch me know, 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 watch me.
Okay, so you can hear that is getting cut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in here and take out these dashes and just plus, and that should extend that. So let me run it again. All right, let's see how that sounds.
Watch me know, 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 watch me know.
So the only thing I'm going to change is instead of that going every measure, I'm going to put a 2 here, and that should alternate it with the other one. Yeah, let's see how that sounds.
Watch me know, watch me know, watch me know, watch me know.
All right, so I need one more thing to get my intro going, and for this I'm going to use a Fit Media, and I'm going to use a drum loop from Earsketch. So I'm going to clear the filters and go to instruments, drums. I'll go to genres. That's pretty kind of a pop sound, so yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to put this on track 4. I'm going to start this at 5, and I'm going to end it at 9. Let's run. All right, now listen to that.
Watch me know, 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 watch me know.
All right, so with that, I think I'm pretty pleased with that intro. So the next step then is we're going to create our custom functions for our verse and chorus. So I'm going to do another video for that. So once you finish your intro, you can go to that next video.